Hi, welcome to another episode of Fly or Die. I'm John Biggs.
I'm Jordan Crook.
Today we're talking about the iPad Air. So we have the brand new iPad Air. It has a A7 chip.
64-bit architecture.
64-bit architecture, $499 for the Wi-Fi version, the entry-level Wi-Fi version, $629 for the cell version, and it goes up to like $900 for like the 128 gig.
$929 for the cellular 128 gig, but it's got some nice improvements, no?
So describe the improvements.
The improvements are that it's thinner and lighter. It only weighs a pound as opposed to
Is it air-like?
1.5 pound. It's very air-like. I don't know if it's comparable to picking up like the MacBook Pro and then picking up a MacBook Air, that difference that you feel. I'm not sure it's the same as that, but it is still really nice. I think it's definitely a solid improvement that you can feel.
It's 0.75 millimeters thick. So
right.
It's considerably thinner than the original iPad.
It's also got an upgraded kind of design. I mean, the bezels being smaller really adds something, I think. They're 43% smaller than the original iPad, so you can see on the sides here that they're much thinner.
And you also have the same Retina screen that you have on the MacBook Pro Retina and the other iPad, the previous iPad, which is a 264 ppi screen. Generally, I really enjoy this thing. I think some of the cases, like one of the cases, for example, that we had here,
hurts.
It kind of destroys the whole thing. This is the iPad Smart Case. So when you stick this in, you basically just get like a really massive.
It feels thick. It feels like an old iPad. It's not.
But the other issue is if you only get the smart cover on it, then if you drop it, you're done, because the smart cover is not going to protect you that much.
I don't know. I have a smart cover on my old iPad, and
And you dropped it and you were done.
I've dropped it a couple times and it's fine.
All right.
But I mean, I wouldn't recommend dropping your iPad. Be careful with it. But
so I used this for a couple weeks. You just started using this.
Yeah.
It's far speedier. It's really nice.
The camera's nice. It's got an upgraded camera, 5 megapixel.
Device. What are we going to say?
Although I still hate when people take their iPads out to take pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think 5 megapixels is going to make that acceptable in any case.
Let's take a quick picture.
Oh, that's a really good one.
That is a nice one.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I would say, with Apple devices, we never actually talk about fly or die. We talk about should you upgrade from the previous generation. Obviously, it's going to be a fly.
Because we're Apple fanboys, this is going to be give it a fly. Should you upgrade?
I don't know. What do you think? I say yes, just because I feel like you should always upgrade with Apple. You should upgrade on the design cycle, as opposed to like the upgraded processor software cycle.
If you're still running around with an iPad, the original iPad.
The original iPad, definitely.
Yes. So if you're upgrading from an original iPad, iPad 2, yes, go for it.
Go
if
for
you're
it.
upgrading from an iPad 3, then that's a whole different story, because this is slightly thinner than the iPad 3. It's much lighter. You could feasibly hold this up and read on it. I am a big fan of the Mini. I like the smaller form factor, so I wouldn't absolutely recommend an upgrade because I don't think you're going to get anything out of this.
See, the thing is, for the iPad, for me, I use it for reading, browsing, and like watching movies. And to turn that into a one-handed device that I can now take on stage or into an interview and hold comfortably and use, I think that makes a big difference.
Even given my big bare hands, I don't think this is.
No, one-handed doesn't mean you're using it one-handedly. One-handed to me means that I can walk around and gesture with it, and you still use two hands, just like with the Mini. You don't walk around with the Mini and use your thumb.
I suppose you're right.
Right? So
if you have a Retina iPad, the upgrade cycle is not that clear. If you don't, then the upgrade cycle is obvious.
yeah, definitely. But I like it. I would upgrade. I'm going to upgrade.
So
I like
again,
it.
two flies. We really like it. Upgrade if you have an old one. Don't upgrade if you have a brand new one.
Yeah.
All right. This has been Fly or Die. I'm John Biggs.
I'm Jordan Crook.
Thanks for watching.